We're here in the parliament, Finnish parliament, on the discussion of Biafra meeting. By Master Simon the Finnish parliamentarians. They have Master Paul Odinga, one of the Finnish parliamentary members, and Master Clement. We are all here together. Thank you.
Let us look at the issue involving Simon EKPA'S, as it was reportedly deliberated in Finnish parliament, though they spoke in their local language. As such, it's very difficult to understand what actually transpired. But I think what is clear is that it has been reported that the issue involving Simon EKPA'S, as it has to do with his extradition, was deliberated. We understand that Simon EKPA'S is someone who is residing in Finland, and of course, he is the Prime Minister of Biafra in exile. And this is someone who Nigerian government has severally accused of sponsoring violent crime in Nigeria, and an allegation they wanted to come back to Nigeria and answer. Of course, that best explain the reason Nigerian government have been pushing to have him come to Nigeria to answer questions of allegation leveled against him. We understand that Nigeria is a country that is having three major ethnic groups. I'm talking about the Igbos, the Hausas, and the Yorubas. We understand that it is not a crime to ask for self-determination. I think what is perhaps a crime is when someone go about it destroying lives and property. And from what we can understand, a UN charter that talks about self-determination, Nigerian government is already a signatory to it. And to that extent, it is a law in Nigeria, hence it has been ratified in Nigeria. But that does not permit anyone to go about it through violence means. Good about viewers. This is Satellite Media. Let us look at the developing story, or rather the developing issue that has to do with Simon EKPA'S issue being deliberated in Finnish parliament. Though the language they spoke is their local language, but the news making the round have it that the issue of Biafra agitation and Simon EKPA'S, who is the Prime Minister of Biafra in exile, specifically in Finland, was deliberated in Finnish parliament. And we are seeing some news in Nigeria here. This one is coming from The Punch, talking about it's a Finland pledges swift action on Simon EKPA'S during diplomatic talk. And if you go further to read what we have here, say the Finnish government has assured Nigeria that the legal proceedings involving Simon EKPA'S, a controversial figure in the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, will be concluded soon. I think if you look at another paper, that one is saying that the Finnish authority is at a dilemma over Simon EKPA'S freedom of expression and perhaps the allegation of insightful comments coming from him on social media. But but I know we do not understand the language, but the information making the round indicates that his issue was deliberated in Finland. Do you think Simon EKPA'S is still safe?
Someone appearing in Finland parliament is not a crime or a death squad. He appeared there because he is very important person. He is a well-known figure now in the world. Even very soon, by God's grace, he may be appearing in United Nations for the sake of Biafra. You see, Finland government calling him maybe is to play Jojo, how they will assist to make things to move smooth, move easier. But you know one thing, Nigeria are good in propaganda. Nigeria are best in propaganda. And Nigerian newspaper never write anything that will contradict their government. Nigerian media never tell the public the truth. So they may frame it up that Finland government want to repatriate him, or they want to do this, they want to hang him. Very soon he'll be back in Nigeria. You understand what I'm saying? So, but if you watch what they say, the action they are taking, that very soon they will come to conclusion. Nobody knows the conclusion they will come to. Nobody knows the conclusion whether Simon EKPA'S go ahead with you on December, declare Biafra.
Okay, now looking at the issue that was, though we didn't understand the language, and we can clearly see that they were mentioning Simon EKPA'S in the conversation. And we understand that someone like Cho Ayuba was recently arrested in Finland, in Norway. Do you think an EKPA'S will be frightened?
I have said the time without number that Norway is different from Finland. Finland is a nation that would not like to tarnish their image. And Finland know what freedom means. They know the way the freedom will take, or freedom fighter will take. And if you watch, Nigeria have mounted so many pressure, even by the so-called the Biafrans themselves. They have mounted so pressure on Finland. And if you watch the last move, they promised Finland commerce and trade and kiniko. Maybe they will issue them one gas well, or to Symphony for free. Who knows? But what I know, Finland cannot act like Norway. Even Cho Ayoba, up to now, nobody know where his case have reached to. And the Cho Ayoba case is different, because Simon EKPA'S up to now is a citizen of Finland. Now, if Finland will take action against their citizen, which means they have to revoke the citizenship of Simon EKPA'S. They have to revoke it before they will say actually that what Nigeria is asking, they will hand it over to Nigeria. And but before Finland will hand Nigeria, if it's attempt to hand Simon EKPA'S over to Nigeria, it will go their due process in their place. If the court convicts Simon EKPA'S that he commit crime, before they will hand it over to Nigeria. And remember what they are saying. Simon EKPA'S himself understands Finnish language. This Finnish language they're taking to discuss. Nobody ever have known what will come out until press release, when they will translate it in English, that we can know. But coming to Nigeria, every rumor can go about. Even DOS can carry rumor about. And the Finland government will look at how they treated Nnamdi Kanu in their case now, in their court now, to know what they will do to Simon EKPA'S if he's about to hand Simon EKPA'S over to them. And this what advanced country, what people will never hand any, no matter crime that person committed, they will never hand that person over, where we will not have free and fair trial. They will never hand it. Rather, they judge that person in their own place and judge that person in their own place. You understand what I'm saying?
I said there's no justice in Nigeria.
There's no justice in Nigeria. There's no justice in Nigeria. You can take Nnamdi Kanu on to know. Okay, Biantanyanko have said he have handcuffed his son from that case. Then the Chief Justice is trying to force it onto her. He have told that he cannot be able to do it again. He's not capable to do it.
It's not on record that the Chief Justice is trying to force her, because understand that she have right to decide whether to continue with the case or not, and she have made a decision known. Perhaps the judge will, in these coming days, appoint a new judge.
Appoint the new judge. Where is okay? If he should appoint the new judge, what did he return the file? What did the Chief Justice return file back to Biantanyanko?
It's not on record that it was returned to her. I don't think that is the actual thing that transpired. You need to verify your record, because it's not a record that the case file was returned to her. But away from that, let us look at because someone like Senator Ina Abaribe have made it clear that he have met with the Finnish authorities, who have said that Simon EKPA'S have right to express his opinion. And one of the dailies is still talking about Finland being in a dilemma on how to differentiate, or rather how to marry freedom of expression and the alleged insightful comments from Simon EKPA'S on social media.
A insightful comment from Simon EKPA'S on social media, like what and what?
Remember that before now, Simon EKPA'S have been accused of violent crimes in Nigeria. Of course, it's one of the reasons, or part of the reason they are saying he should come to Nigeria to answer questions.
Violent talk or violent action in Nigeria. Those people that are accusing Simon EKPA'S, where were they when Operation Patton Dance took place? Where were they when army are killing? Where were they on Okoma marching order? Can't those people see that Nigeria are first of all violent? Now remember, in United Nations chart, anybody that rise up for freedom, fighting for freedom, and the government he want to separate himself from them, use arms on them, there's a stage they will kill those people rich. Those people have right to defend themselves. Self-defense is in United Nations chart.
You do well to give us the charter, the session, and the session of it. But meanwhile, we are looking at how do we have a peaceful environment everywhere in the world.
Peaceful environment everywhere in the world. Okay, I will give you an instant now. Southern Sudan, that got in that the independent, I think in 2011, finally they go away. in 2011, finally they go away from Sudan. Do you know that Southern Sudan start their war in 1956, immediately they got independent from Britain?
I say war is one of the strategy to get peace.
War is, look, in the time of peace, you prepare for war. In the time of war, you talk of peace. Look, without push me and push you, there will never be round table negotiation. And the Simon EKPA'S have said it, at the later end, after all said and done, still Biafra and Nigeria will come to round table discussion. They have said it. Simon EKPA'S is not violent. I'm not trying to defend him, but I know to my own understanding, it's not violence, but something makes something to happen. You understand? Okay, now look at it now. As Nigerian government is forcing IDP camp to Imo State, and Imo people say they don't want it. They say Yerima Shetima say it must surely be that Igbo should prepare for war. Is it not the same thing? It's not an incitement of war. Yerima Shetima, the Arewa president, youth president, say Igbo should prepare for war. Then why is it not that one instigate of violence or inciting of war? Is it not the same thing? Why should someone own be different? Because it's speaking for the Igbos. Now, I mean, you look at it. Don't commit your own crime and hide it and sweep it under the carpet. Say it's a good thing, but the same thing you did, you sweep it under the carpet, and that person did. You said that person should be persecuted. Eh?
I'm only trying to get your opinion. I do not have a personal opinion on this.
But the example I show you now, is it not the same violent incitement? Not we come and call for war. I will kill you. I will do this. But when another tribe call it, it become a sin. When another person say similar thing, it become a sin. What type of nation is this? That only one side we have to say, the other side are slaves.
Okay, now at what point are you looking at for a roundtable conversation to take place?
Now, as the Prime Minister have said, there must surely be a round table. And that round table is to settle things. Because Nigeria don't need restructuring anymore. Because restructuring in Naburi fell. 2014 confab fell. So many things that have brought restructuring fell. Okay, look at it. Although the way Tulumbu did it, he did it like a child display or something that there's something fishing on the ground. Look at when he called for regional government. Although the way he put the diagram or the map is not good. But look at it. The vice president rise up and say, regional government under my foot. It can never be. And do you hear that?
I don't think you are quoting rightly. I don't think so.
But not to resist it.
But the word you were trying to quote him word for word, but I don't think that's what he said.
You don't think that what he said? Okay, go and listen go and listen what he said. Try to Google it out, and we hear clearly what he said.
I'll check you, but I don't think he says so.
But did not resist that regional government.
It's a different thing to say did not resisted and to say he said the regional government under my foot, because that is like an affront, like an insult.
What is insult there? When you say something you don't like it, it's an insult. You say you don't like it. You say you don't want it, it can never work. And does it work? I mean, I don't know what Nigeria always call insult. You will do something for insult, and when somebody talk, you say it's an insult. But you have already done that thing that is insult. More than insult. Do you see? You see in Nigeria here, there's nothing like democracy in Nigeria. What you have autocracy. The people on the top press the people on the down, march on their leg, let them be a footstool. That is the only governance you have in Nigeria.
I think I'll have to let it go from here. I want to say thank you for your time. This is Lamida and Mr. Maki. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, my host.